Alright, this set comes with only two minifigures. We have Atwater and Leclerc. I really enjoy Leclerc's torso here. You can see that he is dressed, again, like I said in the previous set that I reviewed, this character is dressed for this tropical humid climate. I like the little pouch that he has detailed across his torso as well. And then you have some details on the back with that strap and that shirt's cross pattern. You don't have an alternative face for either of these characters, so that's it here. And then for Atwater, I enjoy really at the bottom here with his legs. Unlike the ones we had with Muldoon, his go all the way around the sides for the skin tone, and I usually have a nitpick with like skin tones that show up like towards the neck area or on these shorts patterns, but I think this one along with Muldoon's is probably the best color tone comparison that we've gotten so far. So the shorts are nice, and I do like his torso, even though it is not shown that he's like prepared for this tropical climate. It looks like he's prepared for combat. He has a good vest of armor, and it looks like a bunch of pockets and areas for supplies. So both the front and back are very detailed on this. Again, each character comes with their own weapon for battle, and I think they're solid for the little ones that we get in this set. Our characters come with another one of these supply crates. This was also in the Spinosaurus and Quetzalcoatlus set. It's got the same exact format. In the inside, it uses the 1x1 and the 2x2 plates with the side sliders to hold these tranquilizer darts, along with this control panel. So it's nothing different. It just seems like this was a basic supply crate that they wanted to run with this theme, or this wave, I should say. Okay, here is the side build for this set. This is kind of like the coastal line with some of this sea vegetation that goes with it. One thing that I really enjoyed about these small little builds here is these half circular 2x2 curved tiles. I really like that they were put on the edge of these grayish plates to make it look like water splash against the rocks, because it's most likely a strong tidal region where you have all of this wildlife coming together, and it's most likely going to be rough with the vehicle that they're using. I really do like that they took these firm pieces and put them upside down on a 1x1 stud with that little jumper piece at the top, and I really enjoyed these barnacle pieces that I don't know if new specifically for this set, but they might be, and they were a great addition to have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think that's it, but that's still going to mount. Plus, if you look at the extra pieces, the spare parts for the set, there is an extra barnacle that you get as well. Okay, I do like that you have this little clip here. Is new to see. We don't often get these 1x1 clips with that translucent clear, so that's nice, especially in this water biome. And the last thing I would say is I enjoy using these pyramid pieces for teeth, but I don't have any in this gray, and that's just a good touch for building like stone structures or any sort of building details. You do get a fine amount of them, so that's nice to have for once in this color. Very small, minimal pieces, but it helps as something to kind of go with this coastal biome. Right here is the vehicle for this set. I would say that I was looking around trying to figure out what I could kind of detail this boat as, and it just seems like some sort of like military grade or coastal jet craft. This back motor gives me a hint that's kind of how a jet boat's back motor operates. You have like the propeller on the inside, and then with the motion it shoots out of the jet engine here. So I believe this is some sort of jet craft. I like the center console at the front here with this little shield. It looks nice when you put, let me grab a character here, when you put a character at the front, okay, and it looks like they have a great space to operate this engine here. You also have these bendable rod pieces that kind of gets the front frame of the boat intact there. You have a spotlight off to the side, which is nice if these characters were hunting around in the dark. Okay, And then if I go to the sides with, here's your sticker pieces, which is nice to see that they didn't include the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World logos on these, because this allows you to use it for across many different themes. And when I was thinking, if you were using this boat, you were using these coastal pieces, it would match. Like for instance, I put down my orca that I picked up from Pick-a-Brick, so this could definitely work on some sort of main coastal mainland that we see. You could also do any sharks, or you could do a combination of Jurassic World and the coastal life, right? With the mainland interactions that we saw at the end of Dominion, you could have the Mosasaurus come into contact with some of these marine animals. Okay, so it was just good to see that they didn't brand this as solely Jurassic World, because you can use it across those areas. I do like this little support bar on the back right near your transom here. This can allow characters to kind of cling on for dear life if they got caught in a bad situation, or you could have the Mosasaurus or the animal bite down and kind of look like it's damaging and tilting the boat back and forth. Okay, and then you have this little platform up top for characters to be on the lookout for danger, or again, if their boat is in a bad position and they need to find a closest spot for safety, this could be where they're at, as the Mosasaurus is trying to lunge up and attack any part of this boat. You have ladders off to the side too for the characters to grip on. So overall, it is small. I think it's only about like 150 to like 250 parts of this set, but it does look nice, and it's a good little speeder. It has those small sliding tiles at the bottom, and it would work across a lot of themes that would just really help. You can improve your city, you can improve your Jurassic World, you can improve any sort of like marine, like police chase. I think this is a good little addition for anyone to use. Here is the main attraction for the set, the new updated pattern for our Mosasaurus. As you can see, it's pretty big. It is much bigger. I'd say it's probably double the size of the boat that you get, maybe even slightly bigger than double the size of the boat. Okay, starting off at the front, I do enjoy the face pattern. I like how big the head is for this animal. I do have one critique that I might try to fix later on, would just be like this skinniness or narrowness of the jaw, top and bottom. I think it would be a little bit better if they tried to kind of bulk it out as you gradually go down, like the snout here, because I just feel like that's what we saw a little bit more in the trailer. It does fit on a kind of clip joint here, so it will set in specific positions. It only has 1, 2, 3 positions, so either fully open, partially, or closed. I do like that they added on the tops left and right side at the end here one big tooth. It would have been nicer if they could have tried to fit in a couple more of these multi-layered teeth. And a big part of this set that gets repeated a lot is some of these 1x1 curved tiles. So you'll see them in the olive green, that dark brown and white. It's just fitting with the pattern all the way down the body and to the tail. Another big one would be the 1x2 and the 2x2 curved smooth tiles. Okay, that really fits with the pattern on the sides to kind of bulk up the body. And this would probably be my one real strong complaint with this set, is that it is very repetitive. You start out at the very tip of the tail here, and once you get all the way to the very beginning with the main flippers, it's practically the same build. It just is stronger with support on the side. You'll have like an extra layer, you have 2 layers here, and then you'll have 3 layers here, but overall it just feels like the same exact build, which can get a little bit boring. It's a little bit different when you kind of get to the middle, when you have these upright supports, but again, I'm just feeling like as I was building it, I'm just connecting a lot of side smooth studs. Even when you get to the head too, you can see that there's a little bit of repetition there. I do like the eyepiece. This is not sticker, this is printed, which is really nice. So you can use this for all sorts of different mocks, different dinosaurs or aquatic animals without worrying of peeling or damaging that later on. So that's good. Having this repetition though, you do get a lot of mobility because there are plenty of ball joints. If you can see, most of them are doubled up. I believe some right in the middle are even tripled up too. So it's not like it's flimsy. It gives you some mobility with it, along with that structure as well. So I can kind of go all over the place to give that kind of motion in the ocean right there. Okay, the flippers can go all up and down, left and right, both of them. You have plenty of mobility there, so it is nice to see that like it can kind of splash around and attack this boat. You can go up, you can have it pull the boat down itself. It is nice to see that as I'm playing with this and as I'm creating different scenes, like nothing's breaking off this Mosasaurus. It is very, very strong. I just was kind of hoping for a little bit more fun in the build, because after all, that's part of buying it, is the building experience. So does it look good? Yes. Could there be some things that could be fixed as well? Also yes. But I do think for this really being our first Mosasaurus introduction to Jurassic World, it's not a bad start. And I think that even if I don't get around to it, some people will find ways to maybe tweak this model to get it a little bit more scene accurate and a little bit more appealing.
Thank you to everybody who has watched up to this point. If you're asking my opinion, is it worth to buy this set? I would say yes, but I would definitely wait a couple months for you to get it on a sale price, because I don't think this one will sell super high, and it's not worth it to spend retail price for this brick-built Mosasaurus. Wait some time, save your money. Thank you so much. Again, I will catch you in the next one.